At least I got to use Sarah again. That makes me feel happy inside. It's been so long since I had to use Sarah. I'm not Sarah. Laura. Wait. Go to the clubhouse at school and find the group of students on the green quest. Oh, over here. Hello. Oh, it's Instructor Reen. Seems like this is a swimming club meeting. Did something happen? No, nothing major. We were about to start club practice, but we sort of ended up talking about it yesterday. It then ended up being pretty exciting and fun, not special training. Somehow I was able to meet my goal too. I see. Well, all instructors and students were there yesterday swimming and pushing, so you might be pretty burned out now. That's exactly what we were talking about. The swimming season is about to start in force. Alright, so we figured we should at least practice a little today. Feels great to come swimming in this weather. Well, it's a feast for the eyes in here at least. I don't know about that, but I'm happy for some good training. Alright, now that we're all here, I was thinking about dividing into teams and getting things started, but how about we do 4 versus 4 swimming club versus class 7? Well, if it's a contest, an odd number is better. How about we plan for a best of 3 then? In that case, I should join with class 7 then. That sounds interesting. The starter from swimming club will be Wayne. How about class 7? Let me think. For now, let's keep Ash and Kurt in reserve. Who should face Wayne? I'll pick Yuna. Oh, okay. Gotta do this. Gotta do this. Got him. Let's go with Muse. Ooh, barely. Kurt or Ash? I'll take Kurt. Oh shit. Barely. I almost lost that one. That was a close one, but you're both really high level. To beat Leonora, it's really impressive. Oh, come on now. How pathetic. No way. No one was pathetic in this match. Result aside, it was a great match. Everyone really swims wonderfully. So that should wrap up the match, but you look like you're having fun here. That voice. Oh, principal, please, not in front of the students. I was actually watching your match this whole time. Well then, Schwarzer, next is your turn. You don't mean I'm supposed to face you, do you? I guess I didn't think I could beat you yesterday either. What nonsense is this? I may have backed down yesterday, but I will not today. Get ready right away. Crawford, I'll leave the refereeing to you. Understood. The principal is just as intimidating as ever. But this should be interesting. To be honest, I feel like the result might be the same as yesterday, but... well, maybe a tiny chance. If anyone can show us a miracle, it would be Instructor Reen. Should we place bets? Alright, let's start our match. Crawford, it's up to you. Well, sword fighting aside, I might actually have a shot at beating her swimming. Let's give it all I got. Aurelia. Oof, girl. What? I want a rematch. I got beat by like a hair at least. There we go. Dude, what? Alright. He won? The principal lost? I don't believe this. That's our Instructor Reen. Talk about a huge upset. Splendid. Truly outstanding fight. Perhaps you can provide me some entertainment with the sword as well now? That could be totally misconstrued. Perhaps you can provide me some entertainment with this sword now. Absolutely, Miss Aurelia. No, I think I'll quit before my luck runs out. Well, in any case, you've provided a good model for the students. Alright, there's still plenty of time. I'll face anyone who is up to it. Someone come forward. After that, the students were pumped up from seeing Reen's match, and with Aurelia's leadership as well, they had a good time. Oh, definitely had a good time. Maya. Let's see. Hello. Training, I see. Alright, so let's over and talk to these two, Altina and Lenora, at the pool. Y'all got a second? What's up? Reen asked about Maya's depressed state. Maya, huh? She has seemed strange lately, yeah? Wasn't Maya's relationship with her father bad lately? I wonder if that could be part of it. Most likely. It seems she's always yearned to be like him. Really? Maya's father was a sniper in the Imperial Army, but about 10 years ago he retired, and ever since it seems that his personality has gradually changed. Of course I don't know much more than that. Let's see. Alright. Tennis club. Alright, Jessica, I had a question for you. Asked about Maya's depressed state. She's been acting weird lately. I think it might be a hunch with her father. Didn't Maya lose her mother 2 years ago? Her mother lived in the east, I think. Right, and she hadn't been getting along with her father for a while. And ever since her mother died, it's been getting worse and worse. I see. Well, that helps. Randy is in the dorm, first floor. Okay, so let's head to the dorm. How to fix girls' depression 101. Okay, just talk to people. Can I ask you something, Randy? Basically, you say the same thing too. About her father, how he was a sniper. And she met with her father and Raquel about last week. Oh, ever since we went to Raquel, okay. So now, Sydney's in the boutique. Sydney. Now you're saying she got a new scope for her rifle. Alright, let's head back to the pool. Not the pool, but back to Maya. Right over here. So Maya backstory. Well, he was less trash then. I used to long for him. He was a sniper in the Imperial Army. Although as long back as I can remember, he was no longer in the army. He was a great father. He would hunt and chop wood and provide for the family. But year by year, he started to change and started to drink a lot. He became such a burden on my mother, she ended up passing away. He's a real piece of garbage. Is that what happened? You know the reason your father left the army? That was a mystery for years. When I asked him, he would keep his mouth shut about it, but he would almost cry in agony. But then I finally understood something about it a little while ago. My father left just after the 100 Days War, and at the same time the noble he fought for, who was the real opponent of the war, was involved in the Hamel disaster. I finally stumbled on this truth, and I realized even more what a piece of garbage he really is. I just couldn't keep using the same scope that someone like he had used, so that's why you bought a new scope. Well, I think I understand what happened, but actually I get the feelings of sympathy for your father. And the fact that you won't respond to that means you feel the same. He was following orders in Hamel from his commander. In that sense, your father may really be a victim. That might be true, but even with that, he was part of the tragedy in Hamel. And the fact remains that he was such a burden to my mother. That's true, but from his perspective, the hardship he endured must have been intense, and he did work to support his family for a while. By the way, how did your mother feel about him? My mother, she was a great person. She entrusted my father the whole time, never uttering a single complaint. I too tried to stay strong even with a father like that. Even with all of that, my father was the same as ever when I met him in Raquel. I see. In that case, you might need to get a hold of him. Please excuse me. You have something to deliver to Maya? To Maya? Maya opened the package and an Eastern-style comb and letter were inside. The comb? What's in the letter? I've decided to move on from my day job and return to our hometown to hunt, he says. That seems the right thing to do after being yelled at by my only daughter. Really? By the way, the comb is for you. I got an advance on my salary. Wow. He hasn't learned the hard way about money? That seems like a big step, doesn't it? Well, I guess so if he's actually sincere about it. Well, what about this that I found then? I saw that it was thrown away, but it did not seem broken, so I decided to hold on to it just in case. Is this the original scope? This is the scope my dad used when he was a soldier that I got used to. I threw it away thinking I never wanted to see it again. Not that the new scope is going very well. Well, how about we fit this one again? Sure. And instructor, I think I'll believe in my father a bit longer. But thanks to you for all you did for me today. No problem. Alright, so we have 2 bonding events available. So let's speak with Emma. Hi Emma. Looks like you're having some trouble with Clotilde still, huh? Well, yeah. Every time I think I find her trail, it's a false lead. There aren't many clues after all. Please let me know if I can help at all. Your pendant is so helpful to me, so I have to do something to make it up to you. Well, actually, now that you mention it, would you mind helping me practice some new magic right away? Right away? At Emma's request, Reen went to a certain part of the academy and made preparations for the magic she wanted to practice. Is it wise for me to release my mana in a place like this? I don't really know what we're doing yet, but it seems like some finishing touches on your magic, Emma? That's right, please help me out. Alright, let's begin. I'm counting on you, Bellamar. Understood. Whoa. Long distance translocation activate. The scent of lavender. This is this forest in Sutherland? That seems to be the case. I did not expect the dislocation technique of a witch to have this kind of range. It seems you've arrived safely. Emma, Celine, it's been about 3 weeks, and I haven't seen you since Frostbell. Reen, Valamar, I'm glad to see you are well. For a time, Valamar regenerated strength to return to Leaves, so Emma took a look at Reen's pendant and they talked for a while. No problems. Celine did have her concerns, but it seems you'll have no problems using it. Right. It's been a big help. Thanks again, Emma. Although based on what I've heard, it sounds like you may have been putting it to a little too much use. Oh, and not to mention the fact that you intentionally went berserk during your last exercise. You must have heard from Gaius and Millium. Well, I'm sure everyone scolded you enough then, so I won't bother. But please don't overdo it. Celine and I are really worried about you. Sorry. Got it. But I'm impressed you could send us such a long distance. It seems a bit different from the spirit path you used during the Civil War, right? This is a different kind of magic and I had to borrow some power. It takes time to prepare because there are restrictions based on the availability of spiritual power. I think it's plenty amazing the way it is. You are really becoming an amazing witch, Emma. No, I have a long way to go. I'm barely able to follow in the footsteps of my sister or my grandmother. I did hear a little bit about that from Celine. Clotilde aside, what kind of person is your grandmother? Celine said I would be pretty surprised if I saw her. Well, she is fundamentally a good, caring person, although she's a very strict witch, but she also has kind of a wild side, which is sort of a taint. She just decided to leave the village all of a sudden. I wonder what she's doing now. Between her and Clotilde, you sure have it rough, Emma. But I have quite a bit of respect for both of them. I've been growing stronger just trying to match them as witches, and recently because of that I've been feeling the results of strength. I wonder if I can ever take my sister back and have things like they were before. Is it just a dream? Knowing you, it'll be fine. You were always so supportive of us during our school days, during our field studies, during school events, revealing our identity during the Civil War. Not because you're a witch, it's because of your support that we were able to move forward. Even now, without this pendant, I wouldn't be able to fight with my power. I'm so thankful and proud that you were our class president. So I, no, all of class 7 guarantee it, that as Emma, as our class president, you'll be able to take Clotilde back. Thanks a lot, Reen. I was getting kind of discouraged searching for clues. I may have been longing for you to cheer me up from somewhere in my heart, Reen. Training a new magical technique, calling you to this place. That was a bit sly of me as a president, wasn't it? And if you're fine with me, please take me anywhere you like. But please keep doing your best, Emma. We are all here for you. After that, Valimar and Reen were sent back to Leaves. Once they returned, Reen split off from Valimar and continued his activities. Okay, and I can't forget the all-important bath scene. Wait, wrong place. So Reen bathes like 3 times a day. That's quite a lot. They're all really making most of their own talents, and not just class 7 but the other students as well. No one is here. This might be overly indulgent, but I'll enjoy the bath for myself then. So that must be Tita. I guess she finished up her maintenance of the machine. I'm sure she's exhausted from all that training. Tita, are you okay? Instructor Reen? I'm fine, I just tripped and fell in. Don't panic, just calm down and take a deep breath. Do you have any bruises or bleeding? I'll call Lind if you do. I'm totally fine. I'm sorry for causing commotion when you're trying to relax. No problem. You sure you're okay? Don't be embarrassed. Just double check that you don't have any bruises. Nope, I'm totally fine. I just got a bit of bath water in my mouth. I see. That's fine then. You're so reliable, instructor. You're always there to provide quick, steady advice. And Muse and Yuna really seem to trust you. I'm still pretty inexperienced as a teacher, though. I really need to improve in the eyes of Yuna and Ash. You're doing fine. I feel like you're actually a little similar to those two that I love so much. Oh, you mean the ones you were buying the presents for before? Right, the ones that are like my big brother and sister. She's as dependable as a son and he's calm and dignified. I was just thinking that you kind of give off a little bit of the same atmosphere as them. Well, I'm honored. Estelle Bright and Joshua Bright, was it? No, that's not coming from the intelligence division. Their father, Cassius Bright, is like my senior student of sorts. Oh, I did hear about that. I never met him myself, but I've heard about him from my old master, so I at least know their names. By the way, it seems like Joshua is actually from the Empire? Yeah. Those two wanted to come help the Bracer Guild in the Empire, but Imperial authorities in the Empire denied them entry for some reason. I see. They must be on guard when it comes to your best friends. They must have been worried about letting wildcards into the Empire to affect the current situation. I think so too. Those three are amazing. They have saved Liberl several times over. But like the birdcage on Crossbow, it seems like they absolutely won't be allowed to enter the Empire. Why did I say that much? It's fine. I'm sure there'll eventually be an opportunity. All of the branch school ended up visiting Hamel after all. Lots of people, me included, will no longer act like nothing is wrong. That includes Prince Oliver, who knew you well as the guild and all of the doors. And if we work together with the supporters in Liberl and Crossbow as well, I believe with all of them we'll be able to overcome this frighteningly difficult situation. So please don't worry and just continue to lend us your strength. Right, I will. Sorry for the serious conversation in the middle of your bath. No, not at all. Thank you so much for talking about all that with me. No problem. Well, your determination is great, but you're still a branch school student. Just like Agatai said, don't do anything reckless, and watch your step in the bath. It looks like there's another person worrying about me now. Right, I won't forget. Alright, and last but not least, we have one final bonding event, and that should be another fortress exploration, or a fortress session with instructor Sarah. So let's go ahead and find her. There you are. Why is Tita blushing? It's because of Reen's harem power. You can sway any woman. Oh, that's right. Since we're gonna go into the fortress for like another session with Sarah, I can get to see look at Reen's upgraded S-Craft. Cool. The power of an MC. Oh yes, me and Sarah. Let's see, what is different here? Oh. Okay. Cool, I guess. It's like, it's very reminiscent to Joshua's S-Craft. I forgot what it's called. but whatever. Very similar in appearance. Yeah, just the beginning of chapter 4.
ようやく一区切りみたいね。強敵ね。行くぞ。新こいつ。行くぞ。構えろ。防御士決心。行くぞ。
Oh, I CC them all. Good shit. Cake.
大丈夫か？
I have no idea what you're saying, Sarah. Kanpai! That hits the spot. Lucky man read. Flashback. Heh. I'm pretty sure 19 or 20 is the legal age. I don't remember which one either, but somewhere one of those two. Drink more, the night is young. And so Sarah officially departed. Alright, so that concludes the bonding events. All that's left to do now is just head back to the dorm. I think what I'll do is just do the mecha training for tomorrow morning, and then the next opportunity for me to save is probably where I'll stop for the day, since I still have probably like a good bit of time. So I think that's what I'll do, and then do the field study tomorrow, or start the field study tomorrow. Alright, see you, Kefka. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll stop after, once we get set on the, get prepared to head on over to, Heimdall, and then I'll do the field study tomorrow, like planned. So I do have some time to take care of the Soldat stuff, or mecha training, rather. Anyways. This game makes you not want to sleep. Why do you think I'm streaming a lot more than I actually... I'm playing this a lot, like, later than I probably want to be playing it. Like, typically I'd stop maybe, like, an hour earlier. But now I'm playing it until an hour later. And then usually on the third day, like, I'm playing until like 1 AM on sometimes. お姉さんも有名なピアニストで、今の伴奏も彼女が担当されたんだとか。One second. Hold on, where was I? That was a budding young performer who was gaining quite a bit of popularity. Elliot Craig, and is entitled and his piece entitled Under the Shining Sky. His popularity has been surging ever since his debut. His sister is also a famous pianist who accompanied him today. I'm excited for the record that should be released very soon. Well, the next up is the Listener's Corner. First has radio name. Elliot is really doing his best to be on Abin time. Plus he's with his sister Fiona, that's great. It'd be nice to listen to a live performance after so long. Maybe I'll ask him to into the capital. Alright, next is a letter from a listener named Fashionable Mint. Misty, good evening. I'm listening tonight as always. I'm actually a student at a certain school and an instructor has caught my eye. I've been making approaches at him for a while, but none of them seem to be getting through. Misty, please give me some good advice. Finally, a quest about love, and what's more, it's a student's secret love for your teacher. How bittersweet. But calling an instructor, it must be a special kind of school. How curious. I can't really say much, but next week is the Solstice Festival in the capital. How about going around there with him? The main point here is to step over the issue of being student and teacher. For example, if he was a history teacher, you could tell him you really want to learn more about history of the capital, and then it would be an extension of class. And then if you spend more and more time like that together and become special to him, and after you graduate... Just kidding! Perhaps you should discuss this with your own target before asking for a stranger's advice. Well, I'm everyone's Misty, so if that's able to help you in some way, I'm happy. Well then, on to the next writer. Fashionable Mint. Isn't that a bit too obvious? Misty's advice was remarkably on point too. I said it before, but next week the Solstice Festival is beginning in the capital. I hope you'll enjoy the events there, and who knows, maybe you'll meet up with some long-lost friends. It's finally become as hot as summer should be. Be careful about a sudden change in the weather and enjoy yourselves. This is Misty signing off. See you again another evening. What was that ending about? I guess I shouldn't try to take the words of a witch too literally. On top of the exam results, we have sold out training and special training as well. Not to mention a promise I made with Toa as well. Alright, I think I'm prepared. It's about time too. Hey Lisa, Emma, Marcus, sorry am I late? No, I just got on as well. But we just met this evening, so this feels a little strange. But I bet you were listening into Abin time, Reen. I bet you were too, Marcus, based on the timing. For what it's worth, we were listening to that woman, I swear. Here we are rushing all over the place trying to get a sign of her. But it's actually reassuring to hear her voice at least every week like this. It's a recording though, right? No one knows where she's broadcasting from. Yes, although we are trying to trace it if we can. I need to ask Elisa about what I learned from her father this afternoon the next time I see her. What's wrong, Reed? Nothing. Oh, that's right. It's been decided we'll be going to the capital for our next special training. I see. So we can finally take that step then, to have a reunion with everyone from Class 7. I can't decide if it feels like a long time or no time at all. Seriously. We need to decide on the specific time and place to meet, don't we? Let us contact everyone and decide. I'll call Elliot, Gaius, Eustace, and Milliam. I heard that Afi, Laura, and Instructor Sarah came today. It sounds like something incredible happened. Actually, before that, would you mind explaining what that fashionable mint thing on the radio was all about? That reaction. It's so true. Thinking that it was somewhere near the capital, I figured it was talking about you. That sounds interesting too. Please let us hear all about it. It was one of the new students in your Class 7, wasn't it? We don't know if it was her for sure. Rather, no matter how you think about it, Misty was in on it too, wasn't she? Well, that's probably true. After that, as promised, Reed met Toe on the building at night, and they prepared for the stargazing before the students arrived. Cool. Amazing! It feels like my hands could reach up to the sky. It's the perfect day for this. I'm so glad we were able to fix my grandfather's telescope. Oh, there. So this is where we can stargaze. Wait. What a nice atmosphere here already. Shame to ruin it. No, that's not it. Well, since everyone is here, let's get started. It was just an extracurricular activity I thought of and gave up on for a moment, but it seems like we were able to make it a reality. I feel like we can overcome whatever comes before us, no matter how impossible it seems. Let's join our strength and do our best together. And so the stargazing session was a great success, and the branch school members strengthened their bonds even more for this next special training. Ah, so close. It's almost maxed. Oh well. Okay, actually, what I think I'll do, hang on, give me a minute. Alright, yeah. I think what I'll do is actually just stop here for today. Since this is where it'll let me save, I'll do the mecha training tomorrow. It's probably gonna take like a good 30 minutes. I don't really feel like playing for another 30 minutes, to be honest. But yeah, I'll continue the same time tomorrow, so we'll get started on the field study training over in Heimdall tomorrow. Class 7 units. There'll be that to look forward to. So anyways, I'll just be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching.